students. So here's the next lecture for MSc second, and the topic is protoplast culture from plant tissue culture. Okay, so I'll be teaching somatic hybridization also in the part 2, and this is part 1. Okay, so moving ahead with the synopsis, you have to learn about introduction, importance of protoplast and their cultures, isolation of protoplast, sources of the protoplast, enzymes used for protoplast isolation, purification of protoplast, viability of protoplast, and applications of protoplast. Okay, so moving ahead with the introduction slide. So protoplast are what? So these are naked plant cells without the cell wall, but they possess plasma membrane and all other cellular components. Okay, so they represent the functional plant cell, but for the lack of the barrier cell wall, protoplast of different species can also be fused to generate a hybrid, and this process is called somatic hybridization. Okay, I'll be teaching you somatic hybridization in detail in the part 2 section. Okay, and this is part 1. So basically, what are protoplast? These are naked plant cells without cell wall, which has plasma membrane and all other cellular components. Okay, so you have to learn the definition of protoplast. Okay, so the historical developments of protoplast culture are not so much important, but you have to learn who had introduced the term protoplast, and it was Henston in 1880. He proposed the term protoplast. Okay, so moving ahead, how will you isolate protoplasm? So isolation of protoplast basically has two techniques. One is mechanical method and next one is enzymatic method. Okay, so moving towards what is the importance of protoplast and their culture. So the isolation, culture and fusion of protoplast is a fascinating field in the plant research. Okay, so protoplast isolation and their culture provide millions of single cell compared to microbial cells for a variety of studies. Protoplast also has a wide range of applications, and I have listed some of them. Okay, so the protoplast can be regenerated into a whole plant. Hybrids can be developed from protoplast fusion. It is easy to perform single cell cloning with the protoplast. Genetic transformation can be achieved through genetic engineering protoplast DNA, and the protoplast are excellent for ultrastructural studies. Isolation of mutant from protoplast culture is easy, and protoplasts are also useful for membrane studies, that is transport and active and uptake of processes. So, moving towards the isolation of protoplast, I'm making you in detail number one method, that is mechanical method. So how is mechanical method performed? Okay, so protoplast isolation by mechanical method is a crude and tedious procedure, and this results in an isolation of very small number of protoplasts. The technique involves various stages, and it is also limited. So how we extract protoplast from the mechanical method is, we have taken a small piece of epidermis from a plant that is selected. Number two, the cells are subjected to plasmolysis, and this causes protoplast to shrink away from the cell wall. So, number one, we had done, or we had taken epidermis from a plant that was selected, and then it was subjected to plasmolysis, and this causes protoplast to shrink away from the cell wall. Okay, the tissue is dissected to release the protoplast. So, moving towards the limitations of mechanical method, it is because isolation of protoplast is restricted. Okay, so number one, it yields of protoplast and their viability is low, as we are making mechanical methods, so protoplast also get damaged, so this causes a low yield and low viability. It is restricted to certain tissue and vacuolated cells, and this method is very much laborious and tedious. So some workers prefer mechanical method if the cell wall degrading enzymes causes deleterious effect to protoplast. Okay, so I hope mechanical method is clear. We take epidermis of a plant which we have selected, and after subjected to plasmolysis, a plasmolyzed cell basically moves out dissection of cells occur and the protoplast is released from the cell. Number two is enzymatic method. So enzymatic method is a widely used technique for isolation of protoplast. The advantages of enzymatic method include good yield of viable cells and minimal or no damage to the protoplast. As earlier in mechanical method, we have low viability. So it was because of mechanical method we are treating the cells mechanically, so they get damaged. Okay, so in enzymatic method, this viability is high. Okay, so what are the sources of protoplast? So protoplast can be isolated from a wide variety of tissues, organs that include leaves, root, shoot apices, fruits, embryos, microspores, roots, and much more. Among these, the mesophyll cells or tissues of fully expanded leaves of young plant or new shoots are frequently used. In addition, callus and suspension cell also serve as good source for protoplast isolation. So I hope what is enzymatic method? Its viability is high. Sources of protoplast from where do protoplast get is clear. So what are the enzymes related for protoplast isolation? So basically the enzymes make up the reaction very fast. So these are used for making the reaction in within a certain time. So the enzymes that can digest the cell wall required for protoplast isolation. Chemically, the plant cell is mainly composed of cellulose, as we all know, cellulose, hemicellulose, and pectin, which can be respectively degraded by the enzymes cellulase, hemicellulose, and pectinase. So these are the various enzymes which we will use in the isolation of the protoplast. Various enzymes for protoplast isolation are commercially available. Okay, so I have written here the enzymes for protoplast isolation, that are cellulase, hemicellulose, pectinase, zymolases, helicases, cellulase, YC, and there are many more. Okay, so these are extracted from these species. You should know this also. So there are various species. It may be Aspergillus niger, Rhizopus arrhenius, Trichoderma viride, okay, and much more. So moving towards the purification of protoplast. So what is the basic step for purification of protoplast? The enzyme digested plant cell beside protoplast contain undigested cells, broken protoplast, and undigested tissues. The cell clumps and undigested tissues can be removed by filtration, and this is followed by centrifugation and washing of protoplast, and these could be reversed by Percol. Okay, so I hope purification of protoplast is also clear. So here is the viability of a protoplast. So it is essential to ensure that the isolated protoplasts are healthy and viable so that they are capable of undergoing sustained cell division and regeneration. So there are several methods to access the protoplast viability. Okay, so I have written over here some of the methods. So number one I have written as FDA, fluorescent diacetate. So it is a staining method. The dye accumulates inside the viable protoplast, which can be detected by fluorescence microscopy. So you can detect easily by the help of dye, that is FDA. Okay, so number two is phenosafran stain. Okay, so it is selectively taken up by the dead protoplast, turns red while the viable cell remain unstained. So here it is clear, as the viable protoplast remain unstained and other get in the stain and get to turn and get their color into red. Okay, so exclusion of Evans blue dye by intact membrane. Oxygen uptake by protoplast can be measured by oxygen electrode, and also photosynthetic activity of protoplast can be measured. There is one more method, measurement of cell wall formulation, that is CFW, calfluor white stain binds to the newly formed cell wall which emit fluorescence. Okay, and we can also measure it by the ability of protoplast to undergo continuous mitotic division, and this is a direct method. Okay, So you can undergo the activity or ability of protoplast that will do continuous mitotic division. Okay, so I'll let you know the cultures of protoplast in the part 2. So I have I have added one photograph that includes mechanical method that was included in 1892. So the diagram states that we have taken plant tissue by the help of plasmolysis, microscope observation of cells, cutting of cell wall with a knife, release of protoplast, and collection of protoplasm. So this is the mechanical method for the isolation of protoplasm. Enzymatic method. So in this enzymatic method, leaf sterilization, removal of epidermis, plasmolized cells, plasmalism released, isolated protoplasm is recovered by the enzymatic method with the help of treatment of cellulase, hemicellulose, or pectin. So I have added applications of protoplast also. So protoplast can be used in the production of hybrid, okay, for the somatic hybridization to overcome sexually incompatible species. So earlier I have told you about somatic hybridization. So protoplast of different species which are fused to generate a hybrid, and this process is known as somatic hybridization. Okay, so investing foreign material into cytoplasm for DNA transformation used to study wall synthesis and decomposition studied as single cell system. So these are the applications of protoplast. I hope the part 1 of protoplast is clear to you all, and will be making part 2 within 1 or 2 days, so it will be more easily clear. Okay, okay, bye.